Hello creatives, good evening. So today we are going to be designing this flyer, and welcome to our day 3 of our graphic design challenge. Now credit to the designer Ibunku Oluwa who designed this wonderful piece. So we're going to be replicating it, learning how he was able to use the elements very well in order to be able to come up with something as magnificent like this. So let's get right in. So first of all, image size 1015, that's the width, and the height is 1280. Okay, so let's of course change the color to white. Please do subscribe to this channel and leave a like, leave a comment. It really helps a lot. Thank you very much. So now let's begin to import our design. So to import our background, we come to import, and we have our background right here. So we import it, and what we have to do is we have to rotate it. So you could come to your 3D rotate, and you have this. Okay, let's leave it this way. They make it very big. Alright, let's make it very big. I want to move it this way. Okay. Then we now come to our color filters and change the color to pink. Change the color to pink. Okay. Now let's increase the saturation a bit. So in our color filters, we have -41. Then let's reduce the saturation to 4, and the brightness, let's increase it to like 20. This is too much. Let's take it down to 24. Let's increase the contrast a little bit more. Okay, I think 14 will be fine. Okay, so we have this. We'll move it to the back. Then we lock it. So you can see there's something like grid, some grid behind, right? So let's bring that in. So this is it. Just please give a like and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more graphic design tutorials. So let's position it to the middle, to the center. Okay, let's position it to the center. I will have to move this background upwards. Yes, feel it through. Let's take it up a little bit more. Okay, still too up. Okay, let's take it up. All right. So we have this in the middle. So let's bring the first picture. Let's bring in the first picture, and that's going to be this one. Okay, we want to make it very big. Could actually crop it because we'll not be using the whole side, just a little part, just a very small part we'll be needing. Okay, so let's take it this way. We could also use our color filters to like just enhance the picture a little bit more because it's looking somehow dull. Okay, all right, this is fine. Okay, this is all right. Then we also want to bring in the next picture, the one with the heart. Here is it. We also have to also crop it as well too, because might not be needing everything. Okay, let's crop the side a little bit more. All right. Okay, this is okay. So what we now need to do, we're going to be adding what we call a flare effect, where we're going to be using to cover up the edges. Okay, we're going to be using to cover up the edges. But before we do that, I want to use eraser tool to erase the edges so that it won't be looking sharp. So let's go to eraser tool. We could increase the size and increase the blur, and just swipe it round, swipe it round, just swipe it round. Okay, also do that for here and for this other side. Good. Okay, then we have to open up this crop part so it looks very good. So we'll still increase this a little bit more. So let's do that for the other picture too. Let's just use the eraser tool. Let's use the eraser tool. Increase it all up and just swipe. Okay, so please give a like and comment. It's really, really important so that I can keep creating more design tutorials. Let's reduce it a little bit more. Okay. Oh no. Let me still shape this a little bit more so that. Alright. So we can now bring in our flare effect. It's just so this is it, but we are going to just be changing the color to white. So you could just make it very big, then come down to color and enable and use white on it. Good. So you're going to be very, very generous with this particular flare effect. Let's hide this for now, or better still, let's bring it in and just reduce it so it just helps us a little bit. Okay, so let's lock this too. We're going to be placing it, so you just copy, you place it again so you can see what's happening. It's just covering up that space so that it doesn't really show much. I feel this particular place is cut. Oh, good. I don't want it to show, so we'll still copy again. I feel we've actually covered everywhere that needs to be covered. Let's be careful not to cover her face. Very great woman indeed that has seen it all. Okay, so let's just be generous with this. So I think we are done. We could just lock all of these so that they don't move here and there. So let's look at our design. What's next? So next thing we want to now do is to bring in the picture of her standing. Okay, so let's go about that. Let's go about bringing it. But before that, we need to bring in this particular shape. But let's bring the picture of her standing first. Let's bring in the picture of her standing. So here it is. Here is it. Okay, we use this to rotate it. So you ensure that you know how to use these two tools. So let's use this to rotate it. And let's bring it in here. Let's do the same thing. It's too much. Let's increase this. So please ensure you subscribe and like. So in the one I was speaking about paying the price, yes, paying the price is very, very, very important. Very, very, very important. Let's bring in the flower. There is nothing of value that does not have a price. In fact, what actually gives you that value is the price that's attached to it. Yes, everything of value has a price. So we're not going to use this 3D rotate. So just rotate, yes, something of this nature, a little bit, not too much, and just place it over here. And let's copy, put another one here. So I feel one of the flare effects is covering her. Okay, not this one. I'm hiding it so I can see which particular one. No problem. Let's just go on. Let's just go on. So let's have this here. Okay. Ensure you are always saving your work. It's very, very important. So now let's bring in. All right now. So let's bring in this part that looks like a plate where she actually stood on. So we go to import, and I have it here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just to erase color. We could just crop it a little bit more. erase color, and you have this. So you now come to your 3D rotate and increase this down to, yes, so you can see it now, right? So this was how it was. So you just increase it. Keep increasing until you see that it becomes horizontal. Okay, so you have this like this. You now bring it in. It should now be behind her. So you could just drag this down, and you have this. So you could just, okay, let's still bring it forward. Okay, now it's looking like as though it's flying, right? It's looking as though it's flying. So let's just lock this picture. So we still need to add like a shadow underneath. So you could just come here, or better still, let's copy one of this. Let's reduce it, and let's give it a black color. It makes it easy. Meanwhile, we have to reduce the opacity, so we can now put this under, so it looks like a platform and not like it's flying away. Okay, so you have this. Let's reduce it again. Let's increase it, sorry. So just position it to the way you have it be, basically. Alright, so we have this. Now we also need to add shadow to her shoes, right? So let's increase this a little bit more, so it doesn't look like shadow always provides a sense of stability. Okay, so we still copy that one. Let's reduce the size. A little bit more. Let me find it. Okay, let's reduce it again. And let's increase it. I always love to zoom in my work so I could see exactly what I'm doing. So we have to make this increase opacity again so that it will show really well. So we put this for the one behind, and we copy again and bring this for the one in front. Very good. So you can see it's giving a sense of stability, but we have to take it to the back of the picture. So we keep moving it down. So you could just take it to the back, literally. Take it to the back. Let's bring it in here. Just ensure you know. Okay, it's not there yet. Oh my. Let's go back. Okay, so let's continue. I had to start all over again. So let's increase the opacity. Yes, so it go behind. Let's increase the opacity a little bit more. Then let's copy it and bring. Oh my god. Let's bring it to the front. Please subscribe. I know you're gaining value. You're learning how to create something this beautiful. So I'm rotating it. I know you're gaining value. Please subscribe. So let's take it beneath. Okay. So you see that now. Alright. So our design is finally coming into place. I'm seeing something off. Okay. Yeah, that makes it better. Let me lock all this so that it doesn't affect. Alright. So let's just bring it here. Okay, so our design is finally coming to place. So we have this star shape. Right, let's bring in our star. Import. Okay. You also want to tweak this a little bit, increase the saturation and the brightness. Okay. Let's see. Let's try the contrast. Alright, so we want to just place this here. Let's reduce it a little bit more. And just place this right here. We copy it, bring it down here. We'll reduce it a little bit more. Bring it down here. Bring it down here. Okay, so I think our elements are in place. Now we can begin to put in our text. So let's type Dara. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. Okay? So it's having a black color. Alright, then let's look for a font. Let's try this font. Yeah, this goes. I have to lock everything up so that it doesn't move. If this is too bold, let's change it to something, not something as heavy as this. Still the same thing. Yeah, Georgia. Okay, let's go with Georgia. So just place it in there, then copy, go back. Let's reduce this really well. So yes, we give credit to Ibunku Oluwa for this wonderful and very creative piece, I must say. Creative art, I must say. So please, this is not your design. It is someone else's design. Okay, so now let's change the font to, I think I have some font here. So please give a like and comment. I really love to see your comment in the comment section. Okay, so let's go with this one. All right, it's similar. Then we change the color to pink. So I would just love to pick the color from here. Yes, so no. Okay, let's increase the padding a little bit because I feel some. All right, so we have this here. So our design is finally coming to place. So we have this same grid on the left and on the right and left side. So let's copy it and let's rotate it and let's push it inward here. We do the same thing, copy it and place it here. I feel we should reduce the size a little bit and place it here. Let's reduce this size too as well. Okay, and also place it here. Okay, so and then it's finally coming up. Yeah, I really love this already. So we want to now put in this particular. We want to now type in happy birthday. We break it down. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Then we now have wishing you long life and prosperity and wishing long life and prosperity and sound health. Okay, so we still put it black. Ensure it's black. Then we want to change the font to, I love using Metropolis. Let's try using Metropolis medium. Okay, then we reduce the size really small and we now drag it down here. Oh no, let's lock this. Let's just use our, because I want to bring it down here. Locking in this is very important so that your element don't move up and down. So just align this. Okay, let's bring it down here. Just to break it down a little bit. Happy. Let's reduce the size. You just have to take your time. Then let's take it down. Oh my god. Okay, let's lock it and let's copy it. Let's join them back together and copy it again. Let's copy everything and still copy everything and paste it. Select all, copy and paste. So we want to put it here. Meanwhile, we have to close the gap here. Okay. So we want to put it somewhere here. Let's see, copy again and paste it so that it can be lengthy. Okay, so please give a like, comment on this video. Alright, so yes, I was saying something about value. Anything that is of value, anything at all that is of value has a price. Yes, it has a price, and you must be willing to pay the price for you to actually get that particular value. So we are done. Basically, we are done. So let's hide this and let's now export. You can save changes and save image. Ensure it's PNG and Ultra. Then we now take it over to Snapseed to enhance the quality. Okay, so yes, as you are watching this video, I want you to understand that for you to actually get something of value, you need to pay the price. Success is not cheap. It comes at a price. There's a price to pay. Let's come over to Snapseed. And let's get our... Hope I'm not missing out on anything. Okay, let's make it pop. Pop. Good. Can you now see? Look at how dull it is. Look at how it is here. So you could just export and you're done, basically. So ensure you like, subscribe, and comment on this video. And yes, the link to my graphic design course will be in the description. Please ensure you click the link and get that course. It's a whole lot of value. Thank you very much, and I'll see you at the top.